being in the ring with a legend, it was a great experience. He's definitely one of a kind. I took a lot from that fight, just being in there with somebody with his timing, his skill, his speed. Yeah, just, we're gonna use that, in every way, to grow as a fighter.
Oh, he knows that I will pass. That's what he does know. So when I'm on point, he knows Mario's gonna lose. I can see in his face. I called him many times before the fight. When this fight got announced, he knows. He knows.
If Ryan is punching back, if Ryan is, the timing that Ryan has specifically with that left hook, amazing. Right. Can he knock out Mario? Mario's going to go down and get up if he gets knocked down. You know what I mean? What happens if Mario drops Ryan?
He going to need to have a better performance, because if he brings that type of performance into the ring with Barrios is going to eat him up. It's going to be easy work. He going to eat him up, man. But see, this is the thing, man. I noticed one thing about Garcia. Garcia don't like power.
Tonight, the ring explodes as Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios face off, and the world is on edge to see who will come out on top.
I think it might be decision, you know what I mean? I think if Ryan can measure and set up a left hook for when Mario Barrios comes in at the perfect time, we've seen it over and over again. Ryan has a perfect left hook. So if he could time that, he could seriously hurt Barrios. Barrios, he's a warrior, so I don't know, we're gonna have to see. But if there's a knockout, it might be Garcia. If there's a decision, it might either be Barrios or Garcia. I don't know. It's going to be a good fight. If there's a knockout, Garcia, but, I don't know. It's going to be a good fight.
Trainer Robert Garcia is certain Ryan Garcia has what it takes to win, breaking down how the fight could play out while pointing out weaknesses in both fighters. He stresses that Ryan's knockout power will likely decide the outcome. According to Garcia, making an early impact is crucial, aiming for a stoppage inside the first 4 rounds. A swift knockout, he argues, is the best way for Ryan to re-establish himself as a top and serious force in the division.
I've experienced with my own fighters, he does hit hard. So it'll be, he could win by knockout, I think, before 5 rounds. After that, it could turn out to be all Barrios fight.
As forecasts roll in, Wade Pleman boldly predicts an early knockout for Ryan Garcia over Mario Barrios. He outlines the likely rounds, noting how Garcia lures his opponent into the perfect setup. Pleman expects Barrios to try controlling the pace, but the moment he overcommits, Garcia will unleash a devastating left hook for the decisive KO. With his impeccable timing and accuracy, Pleman sees a finish that is nearly unavoidable, cementing Garcia's power and skill.
If you look at the way he looked against Pacquiao, the way he looked against Abel Ramos, Ryan Garcia should knock out Mario Barrios inside of 5 rounds, 5 or 6 rounds. But this Barrios is not going to come in that way. I don't think. I don't think we're going to see a super hesitant Mario Barrios. I think he's going to get straight to work and try to get into Ryan. Pause. I think he's going to step straight to him and see what Ryan has. Problem is, that's kind of what Ryan likes for you to do. He kind of likes for you to lead the exchange, and then he's going to throw his left hook in between. So let's talk about that side of things. Ryan Garcia is a great offensive counterpuncher, meaning he'll lead the dance, right? He'll throw his jab out there, sting you with the right hand, but it's all window dressing to get you to fire back. And when you do fire back, whether it's with a right hand lead, which I think if Mario Barrios tries to lead exchanges with his right hand, whether it's downstairs or upstairs, consistently, he's going to get knocked out with the left hook.
Sean Porter has raised doubts about Ryan Garcia as the fight approaches. Fans recall Garcia's defeat to Rolando Romero, but Porter notes that Barrios won't be as erratic. He describes Mario as a disciplined, physically powerful fighter who will push Ryan to stay precise and strategic. While acknowledging Garcia's lethal left hand, Porter warns that Barrios' pressure, strength, and technical skill could pose serious problems, potentially allowing him to dictate the pace and seize control throughout the fight.
It's a lot of intangibles here with this one.
How you see that fight playing out? I mean, because Ryan, he can't punch. Barrios is no punk. He only lost once, to my knowledge, when Tank knocked him out.
Gonna be interesting.
I'm just saying.
Barrios is not coming with the style that Ryan or that Rolly came. Rolly came moving very shifty, and I think that really just threw Ryan off. Mario is going to be in front of him. He's going to use his jab. He's going to work behind his jab. He's going to be trying to initiate conversation. To me, that's what leads to like a pretty good boxing match. If Ryan is punching back, if Ryan is The timing that Ryan has, specifically with that left hook, amazing.
Sean believes this fight is a true proving ground for Ryan Garcia, warning that he cannot afford another misstep, a fact he feels Ryan and his team may underestimate. Even with a potential knockout over Mario Barrios, Sean stresses that Barrios possesses the resilience and grit to rebound and fight back. This ability, he says, makes the matchup a significant challenge for Garcia, testing not just his skill, but his mental toughness and physical endurance throughout the bout.
Can he knock out Mario? Mario's gonna go down and get up if he gets knocked
Mario
out. You
gonna
know what I
get
mean?
up.
What happens if Mario drops Ryan? You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of intangibles here with this one.
Which
Hell
makes
of
it
a
a great
fight.
fight.
Yeah,
It's
hell
a
of
really good fight.
Issuing a stark warning, Tim Bradley delivers a reality check for Ryan Garcia, stressing that facing Mario Barrios won't be easy. Pointing to Garcia's loss to Rolando Romero, Bradley fears similar mistakes could reappear and put him at risk. With Barrios' experience and well-rounded skills, he questions whether Garcia has the ability to overcome a disciplined and relentless fighter. Bradley paints this matchup as a true test, demanding focus, strategy, and resilience from Garcia.
A guy like Garcia, you know, his last performance wasn't that great. I expect him to have a better performance this time around. You know, he gonna need to have a better performance, because if he brings that type of performance into the ring with Barrios is gonna eat him up. It's gonna be easy work. He gonna eat him up, man. But see, this is the thing, man. I noticed one thing about Garcia. Garcia don't like power. Now, does Barrios has enough pop on his shots to keep Garcia honest? That's what I worry about, right? And if Garcia land that left hook, can Barrios take it? You know, because that seemed to be an issue for Barrios, you know, upstairs and downstairs, the left hook. So, you know, interesting fight. It ain't no foregone conclusion, like I said, that Garcia just gonna walk through a guy like Barrios.
Although Mario Barrios fought to a draw that sparked criticism, Tim Bradley believes sharing the ring with Manny Pacquiao sharpened his confidence and composure far beyond Ryan Garcia's. Bradley argues that Garcia may not possess the accuracy or ring awareness required to outthink Barrios, whom he considers a well-rounded and fundamentally sound fighter. In his view, Garcia could find himself overpowered, and the outcome may unfold in a way that catches fans completely off guard.
He wants to hold on to that strap, you know. He got a lot of confidence in the ability coming off that draw with Manny Pacquiao. He's felt that type of pressure from a legend. So look, I think, hey, look, right now, I favor Barrios in this fight right now. I favor Barrios. I know a lot of people favoring Garcia, but shoot, I favor Barrios. He got a good jab, good fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? He got a good boxing IQ, you know, and I think he's the more complete fighter.
Veteran analyst Teddy Atlas has offered his perspective on the matchup, drawing attention to Mario Barrios' well-rounded skill set. Atlas points out that Barrios is fundamentally sound, capable of working effectively on the inside or controlling distance, and able to shift into aggression when opportunities arise. He believes Barrios' jab could play a pivotal role, potentially throwing Ryan Garcia off rhythm early. According to Atlas, these attributes highlight Barrios' technical advantage and steady rise, positioning him as a legitimate danger in this contest.
You don't know for sure what you're going to get. Barrios, you know, consistent, steady guy, going to throw punches. His punch number is always going to be good. He's got that long jab. He's going to use that jab. He's technically sound. He's going to use that jab, you know, to set everything up. He can fight on the outside. He likes to be aggressive. At some point, he'll try to come in behind that jab. He likes to go to the body. He can fight inside or outside, as I just mentioned. You got a experienced former champion in different weight classes that will show up to give his all, 100%. He'll leave it in the ring, and you know what he brings. A full effort.
Even so, when delivering his final prediction, Teddy Atlas sides with Ryan Garcia, though he questions Garcia's mental focus under pressure. Atlas suggests Garcia's advantage stems in part from doubts raised by Mario Barrios' previous outing against a seasoned rival, which exposed concerns about his approach and punching impact. While acknowledging Garcia's past inconsistencies, Atlas believes his youth, speed, and natural talent could provide the slight edge needed to outmaneuver Barrios and claim victory.
An inactivity of Manny Pacquiao, even though they forget about the legend, the great fighter, how this guy's a special guy. He's just not just another older guy. He's just not another older guy who hasn't been active. It's Manny Pacquiao. But still, people didn't expect it to be that close. It was. And they're going to take that, and maybe rightfully so, as Barrios starting to definitely get, get a little long in the tooth, as they say. And a young Ryan Garcia could do something with that. That's my breakdown.
In his breakdown of the matchup, Sean Porter explained that Ryan Garcia must match Mario Barrios' relentless pace, as Barrios is likely to apply constant pressure. Should Garcia fail to adjust, he could find himself taking clean shots in close exchanges. Porter considers the contest evenly balanced, calling it a true 50-50 fight. However, he cautions that Barrios cannot ignore Garcia's quick reflexes and explosive left hook, weapons capable of instantly shifting momentum.
Mario's gonna push Ryan. Ryan has the answer.
Yeah,
based on how Ryan answers.
He throwing a left hook.
Based on how Ryan answers, something big could happen. 50-50 fight.
So it's another way of saying what you were talking about with Jesse and Mario's, they're technically sound.
They're so technically sound.
Yeah. It's nothing, they're solid across the board. Solid power, solid speed, solid positioning, solid timing, can counter a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, Barrios will have to counter in this fight, and isn't that one of Joe Goossen's specialties is catch and shoot?
Yeah.
But
Joe is all about the catch and shoot.
Yeah. But the way, and he'll have to do that effectively in this fight, like Rolly did. But Rolly did it like out of a shoulder roll type stand, lead hand down, bop, and that's not Barrios. He's here.
Yeah.
And Ant was talking about how's he going to get the hook off.
With fight night drawing closer, opinions continue to flood in. Although many believe Ryan Garcia has the tools to win, Gabriel Rosado stresses that fundamentals are what truly separate fighters. He notes that Mario Barrios may not possess Garcia's flair, but his disciplined structure and technical consistency could prove decisive. If Garcia struggles to adjust to Barrios' composed, methodical style, Rosado suggests the edge could shift toward Barrios by the final bell.
No, that's true. Growth comes from it. Being uncomfortable in camp, being forced to have to do certain things that you don't want to do. That's what develops the skill set come the day of the fight. So, Ryan, like Shady said, he's with his father, it's too comfortable. And it's like Barrios is gonna make it a rugged fight. He may not be the most skillful fighter, but he's gonna make it a tough fight.
Try to make it uncomfortable.
And fundamentals win fights in the sense of Barrios, he doesn't have all these special assets, right? But he does have a good jab. He has a good 1-2. He has good stamina. He has good conditioning. So he has all the attributes to
But Ryan gonna win his fight, though. Speaking of Ryan, our informant,
I don't know.
He gonna win his fight.
I like Ryan, but I don't know.
You're on the fence.
Really
you say
know.
Ryan. I think Ryan's gonna win this fight.
As the bout approaches, Carl Froch and Barry Jones both side with Ryan Garcia. Jones envisions a stoppage somewhere between rounds 5 and 7, believing sustained pressure could gradually break Mario Barrios down. Froch echoes that sentiment, highlighting Garcia's sharp power and fast combinations as key advantages, while describing Barrios as capable, yet not elite. With youth, confidence, and offensive firepower working in his favor, Garcia is seen as the fighter with greater upside, making him the projected favorite in this pivotal clash.
Mario Barrios or Ryan Garcia?
Ryan Garcia, and I think he gets a stoppage, and I think it's going to be sort of anywhere from round 4 to 7.
Yeah, I second that. I think Garcia will stop Barrios. I think he's a little bit too sharp with the hand speed and got quite good timing. Anything in particular in his arsenal that you think, oh, he's really good at that. He's kind of just solid all round. Whereas Garcia's got the speed, he's got the power, and you can learn how to be a little bit more patient without that left hook. So
I wouldn't be surprised if Barrios goes in there and systematically backs up Ryan Garcia, breaks him down and gets to him and either stops him or wins on points. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, but if I've got to guess right, because I'm being pushed off a cliff, I'm going to say I'm picking Garcia. So I don't want to get pushed off the cliff, and I think the smart one is on Garcia because of the power, stylistically, and that speed, the hand speed with the power against somebody who's quite ordinary. We're calling him a good all-rounder. He's a great fighter, Barrios.
Sergio Mora has joined those backing Ryan Garcia, labeling this bout a pivotal must-win. He believes the return of Garcia's father to his corner restores structure and clarity that were previously missing, injecting renewed confidence into his camp. Mora views the contest as a turning point, with doubters paying close attention. To silence critics and affirm his championship ambitions, Garcia must produce a commanding display against Mario Barrios and prove he belongs among the elites.
Ryan Garcia, and I'll tell you why, because he has the speed, he has the power, he has the momentum going his way as far as his dad's back in his corner. The kid needs structure. He didn't find it with Derek James, he didn't find it with, he did find it with Eddie Reynoso. I don't know why they fractured that relationship when it was, 5 wins, 5 by knockout, but that says more about Ryan Garcia,
Yes.
than anyone else. And then, of course, the Goosen thing. It's do or die for him. Ryan Garcia's back against the ropes, back against the wall. I think people are giving up on him. I think his own fans are starting to realize, like, what do we got with Ryan? He's going to have to make a statement come Saturday, man. And if he doesn't, I'm not saying it's the end of him, but his star is waning. His star is definitely fading away.
Speaking on Ryan Garcia's punching power, Mora compares him to Devin Haney, insisting Garcia carries enough force to stop Mario Barrios. He reflects on Ryan's earlier dominance and how unexpected his defeat to Rolando Romero was. With expectations now heightened, the spotlight rests firmly on Garcia to prove his true level. Mora argues that only a convincing knockout over Barrios will validate Ryan's standing, reaffirm his reputation, and mark a legitimate return to the top tier of the division.
My trainer always used to say that boxing fans have a short-term memory. One quick knockout and you're back on top. And Ryan Garcia is a knockout puncher. But when you're popping dirty for PEDs, then you question that power, you question that performance, and you question what you did that incredible night against Haney. I mean, Haney was outboxing him. Haney's the better boxer, the better fighter. But Garcia's the harder puncher. Garcia's the faster puncher, and he's just confident. But you said it was marred with the PED test. And then letting everybody down, losing against Rolando Romero. I mean, no one ever thought you were going to lose against Romero. So what do we have with Ryan Garcia? What do we have in a fighter that is put in this position because of popularity, because of his promoter, and let's keep it real, because of privilege. But it's all right. As long as you knock this dude out, you're back. That's just the way it is.
Mora explains why he believes Ryan Garcia has the upper hand against Mario Barrios, pointing to a gap in speed and reaction time. He argues that Barrios may find it difficult to keep up with Garcia's sharp footwork and signature left hook. According to Mora, that weapon alone could dictate the action. If Barrios cannot adjust to the tempo, openings will appear, allowing Garcia's precision, timing, and explosiveness to take control of the fight.
My trainer used to call it that quick twitch muscle. And if you can't compete with that, with your own kind of quickness or your own instinct or your own reaction, then you're going to fall victim to that sometime in the fight. I don't care how experienced or durable or how much of a champion you are. If Mario Barrios can't compete with it's a little twitchiness. You're going to fall for that bait, especially if Ryan Garcia starts feinting, which he doesn't do that much. But when he feints and he hides that speed, Barrios is going to be in trouble if he gets clipped by that power, especially at the left hand.
With fight night closing in, Ryan Garcia carries strong belief in himself, predicting a stoppage somewhere between rounds 8 and 10. Though his power is undeniable, Wade Plemons warns that Garcia could be overlooking Mario Barrios. He references Barrios' showing against Gervonta Davis, noting his durability, calm mindset, and steadiness under fire. While Garcia brings explosiveness and grit, Plemons stresses that Barrios' ring experience and composure make him a serious threat not to be taken lightly.
Give us a prediction. What's going to happen?
A prediction? Man. 8, 9, 10.
8, all right.
8, 9, 10.
I think that sounds. I'm going round 8.
I like that. 8, 9, 10.
Mike just straight up's like, I'm picking you. Isn't Mike going to be on the broadcast? I mean, listen, that's interesting. 8, 9, or 10. Again, Ryan does carry power late. He dropped Devin twice in the later rounds. He dropped other guys and stopped them in later rounds. Barrios is durable, man. He's durable. It took Tank up until the 11th to stop him at 140. He's now at 147. You look at both of them, Ryan is more muscular, but Barrios has the bigger frame. He's taller, longer. We'll see. Ryan does well with those guys, though.
Turning up the intensity, Showbiz the Adult has already backed Ryan Garcia with a wager, forecasting a third-round knockout. He points to Garcia's top-tier finishing ability and deadly left hook, emphasizing that one perfectly placed shot could decide the fight. Showbiz predicts Garcia will dominate from the opening bell, set the tempo, and deliver a decisive performance, sending a clear message to Mario Barrios and everyone watching that he is a serious force in the ring.
But I'm going to place a bet on Ryan Garcia knocking out Mario Barrios under 3 rounds. Not because Ryan Garcia is that much better than Mario Barrios. I just think that he's going to hit a home run early. I'm going to gamble on that. I think it only takes one from Ryan to put Mario Barrios where his chin is now on Queer Streak. And I think Ryan Garcia is a fantastic finisher when he does get you hurt.
The stakes have never been higher, the tension never thicker. Tonight, Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios step into the ring, and every second could change the fight forever. Who will rise, who will fall, and who will leave their mark on boxing history? Drop your predictions in the comments. Who do you have as a winner? And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because this is one showdown you'll want to relive again and again.